Hello, I'm Sour Ghost. Have you ever wondered how search engines decide which results to show you? Well, in the case of Microsoft's Bing, a team of engineers in Sydney, Australia, created secret rules, quote unquote, a system that used AI to rank sources and impact search results. But were these rules and why were they kept secret? Let's find out. So dig into Bing's secret rule system. The system was designed to identify the most trustworthy sources for a general topic and assign scores to those sources. The scores were then used to determine the order of search results. Bing's secret rule system is an AI-powered algorithm that uses a complex scoring system to rank sources based on their trustworthiness and reliability. This system was developed by a team of engineers at Microsoft's Development Center in Sydney. The goal of this ranking system, right, because everything is done for a reason, is to combat misinformation and disinformation by promoting content from trustworthy sources. According to Microsoft, the system was designed to provide users with the most accurate and reliable information possible, particularly when it comes to health-related topics, like, for example, the pandemic we just experienced. To create the scoring system, Bing's team of engineers trained the algorithm to identify and analyze thousands of sources for each topic. These sources include news articles, government websites, and scientific journals, and other sources that are considered trustworthy and reliable. Now, I have a science background, and to me this makes sense, right? When you're trying to start a research project, when you're trying to learn about existing research, you start with peer-reviewed articles, you start with trusted news journals. Everything that's being said so far makes sense to me, and I don't understand what the outrage was to these secret rules. Everything is on an algorithm. Spotify, Netflix, Google. Google's on an algorithm, right? And we don't question why the first couple of search results on Google are ads. I think that's far worse than a ranking system. Now, it depends on Microsoft's ranking system, but Google itself has a ranking system. So, they were able to identify one of the sources. The system assigns them a score based on various factors such as the reputation of the source, the accuracy of the information, and authority of the author to publish. These scores are used then to rank the sources and determine the order of the search results. However, one of the main criticisms of the secret rules system is its lack of transparency. While Microsoft has acknowledged the existence of the system, it has not disclosed the details of the scoring system or how it impacts the search results. This lack of transparency has raised concerns about the potential impact on free speech and diversity, which I do think is valid. How often do we see certain groups be isolated? Even facial recognition, right, didn't work on Black and brown people because they didn't have enough people doing the facial recognition. And even with ChatGPT and some of the more stereotypical things it has said about certain religious groups and racial groups are due to a lack of diversity. And so, if you're asking about topics that have, two extremes, two lenses, multiple viewpoints, how is Microsoft actually scoring what's credible, what's not? And I do want to just repeat again that the secret rule system that people are referring to is not unique to Bing. Other search engines and social media platforms use similar AI-powered algorithms to shape the access to our information. And I think this raises a much broader question about the role of technology in shaping our viewpoints, shaping our opinions, shaping the content, the articles, the media we consume. If you think about TikTok, okay, now I'm getting into a TikTok rant. If you think about TikTok and how we have all these pockets of talks and you can get soaked into a world that is something you totally believe in and you're going to see that. And then there's other moments where other ideas, other content that might be harmful, maybe not right, maybe a little bit of bigotry will seep in and you'll feed in those content. And then some people, they do get sucked down these rabbit holes and they believe, crazy ideas, crazy concepts. And it's like, there should be a balance. You shouldn't be able to pigeonhole yourself into a confirmation bias where everything you're consuming is the same, therefore you believe this is true. And you also shouldn't be able to block out differences of opinion and beliefs and thoughts because that's how we That's what separates us from the robots is our ability to look at things critically and form opinions and evolve our opinions and evolve our thoughts. And so I think this is the bigger question of like how much are we allowing technology and AI to shape our viewpoint of the world when it's not even, some people are probably forming opinions based on an algorithm and they're like, this is right, this is accurate, everyone's talking about this. And that's not the case, right? Only some people in the subset are talking about this while everyone else in the majority of the population believes this. And that doesn't mean you have to believe the majority, but you should be able to have the knowledge that this is the majority, this is the minority, and this is where I fall on that. I started out talking about Bing and ChatGPT because I think it raises a much larger ethical question of how much of our thoughts, beliefs are being changed, altered, and developed by technology, and how much are we even aware that we are being swept into a minority, swept into the majority, and we don't even know where our ideas and our beliefs and our thoughts are aligned with the greater population. And so I think as we rely more and more on search engines to find information, it's important to be aware of the algorithms and systems that underpin them. The Bing secret rules quote unquote system is just one example of how AI can impact our access to information, and it raises important questions about transparency, accountability, and the role of technology in shaping our world. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you see a problem with, AI controlling the media, the content, the news that we see? Share your thoughts. Until next time.